Hey everyone!
Bet you weren't expecting to see us again.
We know you were probably expecting to see the Game of the Dead, but alas, that show is no more.
As you know, Game of the Dead was our old show where we discussed the faults and merits of our previously beloved series, The Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead.
Then we had a falling out.
A sort of it's not you, it's me moment.
I beg to differ. It was more of a them, not us situation.
Yeah, and now we are back and re-energized.
Wait, Kylie, before we move on, I think our fans probably all want to know what caused the demise of the Game of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm sure our 5 subscribers and that one misogynistic troll really want to hear from us.
Yeah.
Alright, Austin, take it away.
Anyway, as most of you know, I am a hardcore zombie aficionado.
I.e. nerdy fan.
But after the season finale of season 6 of The Walking Dead, I just kind of fell out of love with the series. I mean, I felt betrayed on a spiritual level.
He threw a snow globe.
It was a rough time for me, but that's why the dead part of the Game of the Dead is now dead.
Yeah, and after Sansa's honeymoon, I really couldn't do Game of Thrones anymore.
But we knew you wanted to see us again. Clearly. Who wouldn't? But we also have this great idea for this new show called Sci Fi B-Sides that I think you're really going to like. We go out and we find these little gems in the fantasy, sci-fi, and horror genre that we think you're really going to like.
Well, that and your mom was pretty pissed that you destroyed her basement to make a soundstage and you weren't recording, so...
Kylie, some things in our life should remain private.
Yeah, right. You used to tell a childhood memory that correlated to every Walking Dead episode.
Kylie?
Okay, we're gonna give you some really fun stuff to watch, and we're also gonna be interviewing some stars from some exciting new media out there.
So, now, Sci Fi B-Sides, we hope you like it.
And what are we gonna talk about first, Austin?
Well, what has had us completely, utterly, and unashamedly obsessed for the last few months?
Garmores, the Last Druid.
Right. But don't worry, there aren't actually any druids.
Why would they be worried about that?
It's in the
Well,
title.
there's no druids, and we're actually also not sure what is in the movie, but that's kind of the point. And Austin, where did you find this little beauty?
Lucky enough, I am a super fan of James Rollins. If you haven't read his books, you should. His most recent book in the Sigma Force series, The Seventh Plague, is amazing. It is an absolute Mona Lisa of action and history and science, and it's fast-paced and it's beautiful.
Austin, this is Sci Fi B-Sides, right?
Right, sorry.
Yep.
Well, I was listening to a podcast from the Harvard Co-op's Writer's Bones podcast, so if you want to be a writer...
Austin.
Right, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, Jim, on this
Jim?
podcast,
It's Jim now, is it?
when you connect to someone on a spiritual level like I have with Jim, then you will understand why I feel the way I do. Anyway, Jim was saying, and I quote...
Oh my god, is that a transcript?
I didn't want to forget it.
Okay. What did Jim... Oh, it says, Garmores is awfully good with emphasis on the awful.
Just watch it. The movie's appeal is inexplicable, as is the plot. Which obviously meant that Kylie and I had to check it out immediately.
And wow, mind blown.
Don't get me wrong. It is not a good movie.
No.
It is pretty, though.
Oh yeah, like some of the best special effects that we have ever seen, I think. But
then that is a really, really big but. The movie makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, we've watched it 4 times, and we still spend hours arguing over the mythology. And it's not like they don't try, right?
No, they don't. They do try. They have several lengthy info dump scenes that, well,
they just confused us. Like on an existential level. I'm still deeply disturbed.
And the Basset Hound?
Oh yeah, what was the Basset Hound about?
So the Basset Hound was their god, except it didn't act like their god. And besides them saying it was their god, which may have only happened once, I don't remember. They didn't act like it was their god either.
Yeah, it was literally like a Basset Hound just kind of wandered onto set, and the people were like, "Let's make this our god."
Exactly. But let us be a little bit more clear. Yeah. The Basset Hound has more screen time than General Leia in Star Wars Episode 7, yet has absolutely no bearing on the plot whatsoever.
Yeah, except for, like, the peeing part, right?
Yeah. Yes. So, in an actual scene in the movie, the Basset Hound pees.
Yeah, was that an accident and they just left it in, or was it like was it like purposeful? Like, are they trying to say, you know, like the gods piss on all of our plans, or like I don't know. I just don't know.
We're not going to give away too many spoilers, or really any spoilers, because that is the worst. You know who you are. But we want you to know that there are 1,000 little gems like that in this movie.
Yeah.
We still don't know why it's called The Last Druid.
Yeah, none druids. And we could talk about Garmores for hours, and trust us, we already have it home, but you're just going to have to take our word for it and watch it yourself.
It's true.
You may not like it, but you will not be able to take your eyes off of it. We really cannot emphasize enough how absolutely stunningly engaging this movie is.
It's amazing. Jim Rollins was once again correct.
Yep, we get it, Austin. Jim is your spirit animal.
Damn straight.
So I think that it's time that we move on to our second segment, where we're going to interview a Sci Fi B-Side star, and it is not Jim. Thank God.
Unfortunately. Someday. But in order to introduce this, we want to talk first about the short film that they're attached to, called Mall in the Making. It was a finalist in a Star Wars fan film competition, and it's amazing.
Yeah, just to show you what we're talking about, here's a short clip of the video.
You really attacked that offenseless little girl?
As fortune would have it, I would. So I'd suggest you defend yourself!
You're mean!
Awesome stuff.
And our guest today is going to be Ben Hopkin.
Let's give him a nice warm welcome.
It's just us, Austin.
Roll with it.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Is it just here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
You are our first guest, and we probably should have done a dress rehearsal.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you remind me how
no problem, really. How about if I stand?
Yeah, that would be really nice of you. Thank you so much.
Here, let's
Yeah, if you just want to... No, I got it, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Oh,
Wall squats. I'll work on my legs.
we are off to a great start.
Yes, you know, I'm just glad to be here to be able to promote our film.
And there is the twist at the end, which I don't want to give any spoilers, but you guys should definitely look at it, because it's really cool.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
So, your writer/director is a real up-and-comer.
You know, she would love to hear that. And I don't think that Carolyn would mind me saying that for an up-and-comer, she is over 50.
Wait, an over 50 female writer-director?
Yeah, and producer.
Writer, director, producer of sci-fi, horror, and fantasy. You're kidding me. That is so...
Oh, God. Now we are going to get a lecture on Hollywood, sex, and ageism. Something about Gina Davis, the Women's Film Summit, and a nice, lengthy spiel on... what's her name? Gloria Steinem?
You remember Jim, but you don't remember. Okay, it's fine. No, that's all right. Trust me, I know our audience. But it's really refreshing to see a fellow female succeeding in the arts.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway, you had some really amazing effects in this movie, especially for a fan film. The sabers glowed. How did you do that?
You know, it's all software. It really is fantastic. It's just really opened up the world for indie filmmakers.
Yeah.
I know that, but like, how exactly did you make the effect happen?
You know, I wasn't involved in the specifics of that. We used Adobe After Effects, but
nice.
yeah,
All right, I will have to check that out.
Don't encourage him. He has been wanting to do this Star Trek Star Wars crossover for like ages.
Wow. We have evolved enough as a species so that we don't have to be fans of just one or the other any longer. I can't stress that enough.
you know, I think it sounds really interesting.
Don't encourage him. Like, really.
Anyway, we've put the link in the comments below, so we want everyone to check it out. Please, it's really, really cool. But let's talk about some of the things that are up and coming on the horizon.
Oh, yeah. We have several projects, but the first one that we're working on is a piece called iBrain Zombies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
A zombie movie?
Zombie web series, actually.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And is Carolyn going to be involved in this one as well?
Yes, actually, she is as much a zombie aficionado as Austin here seems to be.
Okay,
So-
that's great, Kylie, cool. Let's hear about the plot. I want to know everything. Lay it on me.
Well, I can't give that much away, you know, I want to make sure that...
Yes, you can.
Oh. Well...
Just maybe like a basic.
Well, okay. So I can tell you that in this version, so the zombie virus is like rabies.
Okay, like in 28 Days Later.
Yes, except in this one, we, as much as the zombies need to eat our brains, we need to eat theirs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Take it, that is unique.
Unique and unprecedented. It's amazing. I need to be in on this project. I need this.
Well, you know, I can get you in contact
No,
with
I don't
Carolyn.
think you understand. I need this. Being in a zombie movie would give my life meaning.
Oh.
Oh, that's awkward.
Kind of. We're fine. Kind of. Being in a zombie movie is my life goal. Like, imagine if this were a dragon movie.
Yeah, that would give my life meaning.
Right. So, like rabies, it's an intracellular virus,
Okay.
and so when it's in the brain, once it's gotten to the brain, it can't be attacked.
Okay.
But it is still generating the antibodies in the cerebral spinal fluid that allows the humans that eat it to be able to take in those antibodies.
Oh my god. I am going to be in this series.
We haven't cast the lead yet, so
Don't
what's happening?
don't tease me.
I'm not teasing you. I seriously, I mean, you just want to get your headshot and resume to Carolyn, and
I need to find my headshot. Do I need a new headshot? Should I do more of a... Let's see.
Babe, we're still out.
My headshot is...
Okay, it looks like
a little bit...
Austin is down for the count, so I'm gonna go ahead and and finish us up for this episode. This was Sci Fi B-Sides, and we will see you next
that's
week
not
or whenever Austin comes up for air.
But
Oh, and if anyone who is involved in the making of Garmories is watching this, please,
zombie is...
please make Garmories too.
so that the plot can make even more sense this time, or
Oh god, no. Garmories people, if you are listening to this, please make the next one even more confusing. Like, go for it. Lay on the confusion.
Mom! I need a new headshot!
And now we're out.